Have you ever had one of those moments where you know you've created something before, but you can't find it? I know I have. I've had thoughts like, I know I wrote that proposal. I know I had a slide deck for this at one point. And didn't I already create an agenda for this type of meeting? If you're like me, you start digging through your OneDrive folders, your old emails, your Teams chat messages, and then 20 minutes later, sometimes you're still searching. As freelancers and solopreneurs, we create a tremendous amount of valuable content over the years. And the thing is, sometimes when we go to create something today, we're not creating something completely new. We're using at least the framework for something that we've already created. So today, I'm going to show you a really valuable assistant that you can create. It's basically how you can use the agent functionality in Copilot to build an agent that's going to act like your personal knowledge assistant for your business. I use it and it really helps me find exactly what I need very quickly. I can't wait to share it with you. So, hi, I'm Jennifer, and I am on this channel to share practical technology and business strategies and help freelancers and solopreneurs work smarter, save time, and build a more efficient business. If that sounds helpful, consider subscribing. Now, let's jump in. So I've been freelancing full-time for several years, and during that time, I have created a lot of documentation. It includes things like client proposals, training agendas, workshop activities, PowerPoint presentations, email templates, facilitation guides, Excel exercises, blog strategies, meeting notes. Oh, the list goes on and on. It's definitely thousands of hours of work. The problem is that I'm not always 100% of the time placing it in the exact same place. Sometimes that information is scattered throughout different places. Maybe some of it is an email attachment. Maybe some of it is a Teams message. Maybe another part of it is a OneDrive folder. So because of this, when something happens, like it did recently for me, when a client asked if I could facilitate another Excel workshop similar to the one that I'd done for another organization a couple of years ago, I think, I'm sure I can. And I know that I already prepped all of the materials for that. But where are they? So what I need to do in this case is, rather than create another deck with similar content from scratch, I need to go back and revise what I already did. Of course, I don't want to waste any time searching. I want to be able to find it. Basically, I need an assistant to help me find things more easily. And that's why Copilot came in. I decided that I would build a Copilot agent right inside of Microsoft 365. Now, if you think that this sounds too complex, I promise it's not. It's a no-code solution. Microsoft makes it so easy. They give you an assistant right inside the tool to get started. It really is easy, and it's just going to really change the way that you do things. In this case, you're going to save tremendous amounts of time looking for something within your Microsoft ecosystem. So, what is this agent that I'm talking about? I want you to think of it less like a chat bot that you see on some of the websites that you visit, and more like a business assistant that has access to your files. Because remember, if you do have a Copilot subscription, which I highly recommend, Copilot is going to have access to your M365 data, which is really fabulous. So if you build this agent correctly, which is really easy to do, it's going to be able to search across your documents that you've already created and basically find information that's been sitting there all along that you can repurpose. This is such a time saver because previously I would have to manually open file after file wondering if this was the one that I was looking for. But now all I have to do is ask the Copilot agent that I built a question in plain English. So let me show you what I mean. Let's say that you need to respond to a client who wants an Excel training and you want to find examples of Excel training proposals or actual decks that you've created in the past. So what I'm going to do is enter the prompt into the prompt box and let my agent do its thing. You can see that literally within seconds, the agent identifies relevant files and summarizes what I've previously written. So instead of starting with a blank page from scratch, I can just build on the work that I've already done. And this saves me a tremendous amount of time. Now, another thing that I could do is search for something related. Something like, what activities have I used to teach pivot tables? So again, rather than opening old decks one by one, the agent pulls together ideas that I've already developed. As someone who designs and facilitates training, this is incredibly helpful because some of my best ideas are buried in projects that I completed years ago. Now, this is also going to work for everyday business tasks if you do use the Microsoft environment for your business. While I do use the Microsoft environment for my own business, I don't always use the same Teams account. So I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage because I do use the Teams accounts that I'm provided with different clients. But if you are using the Teams environment or the Outlook environment, you could do something like find examples of follow-up emails that I've sent after a workshop, or summarize the onboarding information that I've shared with new clients. And Copilot's going to be capable of finding it. So why does this matter again? Well, the real value isn't the impressive technology. I know that everybody is all excited about AI, and we have many reasons to be excited about AI. But the value in this is that it's going to save you time. If you spend just 15 minutes a day looking for information, do you know that that's going to add up to more than 60 hours per year? And that's just if you save 15 minutes a day. I think that before using this tool, I definitely spent more than 15 minutes per day looking for something. So again, this is going to be time saved, time you can spend serving your other clients in different ways, marketing your business, creating a new product, or maybe simply ending your workday a little earlier and relaxing, which we all deserve. Now, as solopreneurs, we don't often have live assistants or large teams. But the tools like this that are quickly emerging can help us to operate more quickly without adding another person to the payroll. So this isn't just for someone in learning and development like me. It's not just for trainers. This is useful to basically anyone who does freelancing or consulting or coaching or speaking or designing or writing. Basically, if you're a solopreneur who creates a lot of content, this is going to be helpful to you if you've ever thought, I know I've done this before. It's the kind of agent that can save you a tremendous amount of time. So one of the biggest lessons I've learned as a freelancer is that your past work is one of your greatest assets. You've already put your knowledge, your time, and your energy into creating it. So you don't want it to stay stuck in the archives if it's something that you can repurpose or edit and use again. Because you've already invested the time, you've already developed the expertise and done the research that was needed to create the material. So this is just allowing yourself to simply access the knowledge you've already built. And for me, Copilot has been the natural solution to do this because it's built into the applications that I'm already using every day. So I can use it in a circumstance like this and make my life a lot easier. So if you'd like to see exactly how I set this up, let me know in the comments. I'd also love to hear what's one thing you can never seem to find in your business. I wonder if you're having the same pain points as me. And if you'd like more practical technology tips, check out some of the videos that I put below. And I've got more tips on how you can use technology to save yourself some time and inevitably create more billable hours because you're not having to work on this administrative stuff as long as you previously did. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.